You guys have to hear this. This is a U.S. congressman at a hearing educating, I'm assuming, one of the higher ups at Columbia University about the Bible.
In fact, I tell my colleagues that Washington, D.C. is not the center of the universe. Jerusalem is the center of the universe. Are you familiar with Genesis 12:3?
Probably not as well as you are, Congressman.
Well, it's pretty clear. It was the covenant that God made with Abraham. And that covenant was real clear. If you bless Israel, I will bless you. If you curse Israel, I will curse you. And then in the New Testament, it was confirmed that all nations would be blessed through you.
Okay, so by the way, this is the covenant God made with Abraham? No, the covenant that God made with Abraham was the covenant of circumcision. If he understood the covenant of circumcision, then he would understand that Jews are defined not by ethnicity or what land they're living in. Jews are defined by whether or not they're in that actual covenant, but he doesn't understand that. He's twisting scripture. Then he goes on to say that in the New Testament, that it's said that all nations will be blessed through Israel. Right, because it's Israel's job to be the light of the world, and salvation came through the Jews. Jesus came through the Jews. But there's no favoritism here. The New Testament also says that a Jew is not one who is one outwardly, but inwardly through circumcision of the heart, and that not all who are descended from Israel are Israel. But you need to understand the stupidity that drives this support of Israel's genocide of Palestinians, of Israel's arrogance, playing the stupid United States and stupid counterfeit Christians who think like this man right here, who cherry pick scripture in order to put together a narrative that some ethnic group in some land in the Middle East is going to bear their covenant for them. This is utter stupidity.
So you do not know about that?
I have heard that. Now that you've explained it, yes, I have heard that
it's
before.
now familiar. Do you consider that a serious issue? I mean, do you want Columbia University to be cursed by God?
So that's what it comes down to. Do you consider this a serious issue? Do you want America to be cursed by God? Do you want... So this is what God does, is he just curses you if you don't blindly support what is so obviously evil and so obviously against the rest of the word. What happened to turning the other cheek? What happened to thou shalt not murder? What happened to the fact that the word says that God's people are going to inherit the land after the resurrection? What happens to the other scriptures that I've said? A Jew is not one who is one outwardly, but inwardly through circumcision of the heart. Not all who are descended from Israel are Israel, and not all who are descended from Abraham are Abraham's children. No, apparently this is the covenant. This is the new covenant as stated by Mr. Allen. Anybody with half a brain would understand that this is not really a covenant, that other people are going to bear this for you. That's not really an arrangement or an agreement, like you just support everything they do and then you get the prize at the end of the day. And it's hard for the righteous to be saved because that seems like a pretty easy thing to do. How are you suffering in that? This is so stupid. It's so utterly stupid.
Do you consider that a serious issue? I mean, do you want Columbia University to be cursed by God of the Bible?
So that's what people think, guys. That's what they think, that you will be cursed by God if you don't put your blessing on everything that Israel does. This is unbelievable. That is an idolatry of Israel, by the way. It's an idolatry of people. You're not to put anybody up like that. It's incredible. Please go discern this with God.